All right, y'all. So I came across this article. Shit. Hold on one second. Fuck. I came across this article a second ago. I was just chilling, getting ready to go to sleep, and I was getting ready to open up my Chrome. I was actually opening up my Chrome browser, and I saw this article in my home screen, which is really weird. I don't usually even look at it, but it got my attention. It has the headline. Excuse me. This is an article by Fox 32 Chicago. There's a video and an article. The headline is Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard sued by church for alleged discrimination. This is by Fox 32 News, published today at 4:24 p.m. Chicago time. Stories coming out of Dalton by Fox 32 Chicago. Now, I have read the article. It's a very short article, and there's also a video to go along with it. So, excuse me. Let's watch the video real quick. It's a very quick video. And then apparently the video is only 20 seconds, 27 seconds long because I've watched only the first couple seconds. And then we'll read the article real quick together and I'll give any commentary that I have.
Lawsuit, a federal lawsuit accusing her of discriminating against the church. Redeemed Christian Church of God Resurrection Power Assembly alleges the mayor and the village failed to apply Dalton's zoning code by preventing the church from renovating the building it purchased. The pastor said the church needed more space because attendance has gone up. The church has operated in Dalton for the past 10 years. We're waiting for a response to the lawsuit from the village.
So here we have another lawsuit that has been caused, as Trustee Belcher said, incurred, which is absolutely the correct word to use, by Mayor Tiffany Henyard. So let's read the article together. It starts off.
Well, Election Day is less than 2 weeks away, and tonight there's a push to.
Okay. It starts off, the story is coming out of Dalton, Illinois. And this is Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard is facing another hurdle after a lawsuit accuses her of discriminating against a church. There seems to be no rhyme or method or fiction or, no sort of logic to what she does. I'm still trying to figure it out. So let's see if we can figure it out together. Redeemed Christian Church of God, Resurrection Power Assembly. Doggone it. Dare I say, God damn it, that's a long church name. God fuck. What is it? What is it you trying to accomplish? Hold on, let me say it again. Redeemed Christian Church. I'm sorry, I'm not a victim of religious abuse, so I see this as an organization name, just like any other business or legal entity. So because they call themselves a church does not mean they cannot be roasted. Okay, so anyway, back to this long ass church name. Let me take a breath. Redeemed Christian Church of God, Resurrection Power Assembly. God damn. Alleges the mayor and the village failed to apply Dalton's zoning code by preventing the church from renovating the building it purchased. You have to, oh, that's right, you do have to have permission from the city you have to get permits and stuff. They say the property zoning allows religious institutions. Pastor Stephen Ozonki said the church needed more space due to an increase in attendance. The South Suburban Church has operated in Dalton for the past 10 years after moving its congregation from South Holland and Calumet City. I wonder why. I'm interested to know. The law firm, because usually a church stays where it is, but a lot of times you find that churches that move around are actually grifting the people. It's just been what I've seen. The law firm representing the church issued this statement to Fox 32 on the case. In all my years, I've never seen such a blatant disregard for an ordinance and religious civil rights. Religious institutions are permitted in the area under the zoning code. Based on statements from employees, the mayor is calling the shots, said John Mauk with Mauk and Baker Law. Forgive me, sir, if I'm saying your name wrong, but it's not obvious to me how to pronounce it. Earlier this week, Henyard vetoed a resolution that was passed by the village board last month to investigate her spending. The resolution received unanimous support and mandated the mayor to submit the village financial records and called for an FBI investigation. Now, if you notice at the very end of the last meeting, which was the March 3rd, what day was that? Monday? That would have been the 5th. Oh shoot, it's been a great vacation. Maybe that was the 4th. The March 4th meeting. At the end of the meeting, the very last vote before the vote to adjourn was to override the mayor's veto from 2 previous meetings. Now, I owe it to you to remember those dates and go back and see what vetoes were overridden in those meetings. I'll get that information to you ASAP. Because that's what has to happen. The board has to wait until the very next meeting to override the vetoes. That doesn't stop any investigations from happening because the entities that do investigations are outside of Henyard's control. So she can't stop it per se. But it just shows that she's rejecting accountability. And I'll read the last part. Henyard has served as the mayor since 2021. And I'll tell you why I want to make sure I read this. There's a style that news is written in. It's called the inverted pyramid. What that means is that what's most important for you to know from these writers is going to be at the very top. And what's least important for you to know from them is at the bottom. But I still want to make sure we read it because sometimes little stuff gets hidden in there. Henyard has served as the mayor since 2021, and Fox 32 has been investigating allegations of corruption during her tenure as mayor and Thornton Township supervisor for at least 2 of the 3 years. Okay? Speaking of which, I did read something earlier. I saw a story earlier that oh wait, there's another story. Let me
Educate Chicago voters on the Bring Chicago Home referendum.
The real estate transfer tax has been deemed valid after a court battle, given the power to decide back to the people.
Elizabeth Matthews joining us now with a breakdown of this important ballot issue. Elizabeth.
Yeah, guys, voters will now decide on the Bring Chicago Home referendum. This is essentially a tax, an increase on tax of property sales to help.
Sorry, this is a different story. It has the same title. It was another story in the same broadcast. My apologies. So let me tell you what I was about to tell you. I was watching another video earlier today. I put it in the breakdown playlist on this channel. And it's a news story. I believe it's from Fox W32 as well. But if it's not, I apologize. It's in the breakdown playlist. And it talks about how of the money... I'm sorry. One of my neighbors has this really aggressive dog, and he's having a fit right now. If you hear a noise in the background, that's what it is. Of the money that has been raised by Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation, a majority, like a vast majority of it has come from Thornton Township. Only about $3,000 of what has been raised by the foundation came from outside of the township, which means this was a money laundering scheme. And while I have you, let me make sure I do mention that I do want to talk a little bit more next time we get together about Stacey Corral's involvement with this money laundering scheme, because we see now that he's placing orders for the mayor. Products, items, things she should not be doing. He placed the order for the $65,000 in Christmas lights. And why Public Works is placing orders for Christmas lights and banners with the mayor's face and her quotes on them means she's using him instead of, she's masking these orders as Public Works orders. And that's why the budgets are being restricted. Because this is what's happening with the Public Works budget. Okay? And Stacey Corral is a part of it because he's placing the orders and dodging the vendors when they call. Yeah, we're going to talk about that some more. And that sassy attitude he had, which just revealed his involvement. We'll talk about that. Anyway, for now, that's all I got. Ain't got no more. I am going to sleep to rest up from my vacation. See you.